Welcome to Free Live Tarot Readings. I'm TarotOracle and I do the readings.
It's 6:30. Time for the TarotOracle show.
Welcome. We got Diane, Maruta, Misrak, a tarot reader. Welcome. Sarah, how you doing? Samantha, what is going on? Unlimited Reads. RR and Sarah, thank you for your donations. I appreciate you. Mom Bear, welcome back and thank you for the feedback on all of that other stuff. Paul, welcome. Joanna, we got Andrew, Maruta, Bartman, and who else? Did I miss anybody? Maza B, welcome back. Good to see you. How's everybody doing tonight? Good to see everybody on Merry Christmas Eve. We got Christmas tomorrow. So yeah, pretty exciting indeed. So yeah, pretty cool. Very cool. All right, let's reset the camera. Apparently the camera is broken. Jenny, welcome. Good to see you. How you doing? Sarah, I think I owe you some freebies. Hit me up on Instagram. Sarah, I don't know which Sarah you are on Instagram. Hit me up and get you some digital stuff I think I owe you. All right. So yeah, there we go. All right, let's start off with the donations. We are getting it done, making it happen tonight. Sherry, welcome. Good to see you as well. Yeah, Merry Christmas to everybody. Hopefully you have some major plans, all sorts of good stuff going on tomorrow. I'm pretty excited. Going to go see the family and whatnot. So, yeah, there we go. Cathy, welcome. We got a couple of donations. Oscar, thank you for your donations over PayPal. I appreciate that as well. All right, let's get started. Let's go over here and do D's feelings for me and will they come around? All right, we got two readings over there and we're gonna see where that is gonna do there. All right, Angel, I thank you for your donation. I appreciate you as well. We got Cathy, welcome to the stream. Good to see you. It's very cold in here in Chicago. Yeah, it's very cold everywhere. It's even cold in Texas, which is insane. That is insane that Texas is like, I think we had 8 degrees or something Thursday night. It was crazy. It was absolutely crazy. So yeah, Misrak, I thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. All right, let's see. D's current feelings for me. What kind of updates do we have with D? What kind of updates are going on there? And see what's happening there. See what we can make. Tower. D is going through all of the changes. They are going through many changes. I think they sort of have a different outlook in sort of where they are, what they're doing. They have a different sort of look and feel to what's going on out there. And it just feels like they're going through some dramatic changes right now. You have the Tower into the King of Wands. This is something where they have to sort of, you know, make do with what's going on, make do with what is happening in there. So yeah, you do have a King of Wands. Like, I need to take some action to deal with the changes, the variances, the things that are happening around there, and you know, sort of settle with what I can do. Wheel of Fortune said they're trying to find a new normal. I really think that D is someone that is in a transition state to where they're creating a new normal. They're getting things back to where they want them to be. They've lost a level of control in their life, and they're trying to sort of get some stability in there and figure out what is next. I think what is next is a big component of their life right now. So the feelings are very mixed. They sometimes days they, sort of want to see you, want to be around. Other days they don't, but they are, like we had discussed before, interested in other people as well at this point. So it's kind of difficult to see them sort of settling down or, sort of making things at least stable right now. So there we go. Carine, I thank you for your donation over PayPal. Greatly appreciate you. All right. Will they come around? The star says eventually they will. Now, this is something where, again, they're having issues. They're getting things. It's a little bit hectic, what have you. And, sort of like Cathy, I thank you for your donation over PayPal as well. We got 2 Oscar, Carine, and a Cathy over PayPal. We will have you in the queue in just a minute, but they will be coming around. The star says that you are connected. You did have a good connection. I think once the things don't work out with some of the other people, they will be sort of reevaluating what is important, reevaluating what was stable in their life, and I will think that they're head to your direction, at least in my opinion. The star is a very good card for just an overall connection, making it happen. 10 of Pentacles says they do want something long-term. They want some longevity within it. And 6 of Wands just says the relationship with you, the connection with you just worked. It functioned. It was nice. So it's something that we have to sort of recuperate, get back to normal, and make that happen. So there we go. It looks good, looking good as far as coming back around. So yeah, we got a lot of donations tonight. Thank you very much for your donations. I greatly appreciate you. Hope you have a fantastic Christmas plan for tomorrow. Do I know R from a past life? Is there anything karmic that needs to be fulfilled? That is interesting. That is interesting indeed. So is this a love interest, Sarah? Is this just like a friend or acquaintance or something like that, Sarah? Like what is the sort of the happy ground point here as far as karma goes? Are you looking for a relationship with this individual, or is this somebody that's sort of just casual at this point? All right, let's see what's happening with all of that. Do we know R from a past life? And are there any karma things that are going on over there that need to be fulfilled, that need to be figured out, that need to be addressed? You do have a 4 of Wands over here. It does seem like that this person has been involved with you before, right? Just a friend, colleague. Gotcha. I think you have been involved with this individual before. Happy home, happy family. You have the sort of that 8 of Cups, Ace of Cups. I think this is somebody that you had a short-term relationship with as far as a past life goes. You have sort of the Judgment card, rebirth, the reincarnation. Literally, the reincarnation here is something that sort of, makes it where, we have a feeling of I've known this before. I'm comfortable with this person. I have a level of sort of a level of not distance, but some interesting activity that I have with this individual that's a little more than just normal, a little more than just standard connection with them. Ace into 8 of Cups. I think that you did have a relationship with this individual before, but it was short-lived. Ace of Cups, we met, we had something sort of interesting. It was kind of cool, but ultimately it didn't work out. It didn't take us to the direction that we ultimately needed to be in. 8 of Cups said we just had to abandon the whole thing. And I think this was somebody that needed to be fully abandoned. I think this is somebody, if they had sort of a thread hanging in there, they would think that it could be reunited, could be redone, but I think that ultimately that wasn't the case. It was something where mutually had to sort of get away from it. I think that this is somebody who could be a friend. This is somebody who sort of sees within you things that maybe you don't see, or sees a little bit of depth within you that normally people don't see, right? So you have that interaction with somebody and they just see through you, they see within you, and I see think that that person has that capability with this particular connection with that. So yeah, there is a good connection with this individual as far as, you know, just sort of a level of depth that they can get into. I think that's going to be where you go there. All right, where do you go? All right, my business, please. All right, so Cathy, do you want just a standard business reading, like where's the business going to take us or anything like that? Let me know what exactly your question is. In the meantime, we got Oscar wants a Merry Christmas. Oscar, thank you very much for your donations throughout this year. Thank all of you for your donations throughout this year. All right, general love, where is it going to take us? And the other one as well is going to be a work. All right, work reading for next year. All right, let's get both of these done. Make it happen here. Love and work. That's always an interesting combo. Let's do the first love at first and kind of see where that is going to take us and see where the journey is going to, you know, get us done here. All right, general love. We're going to do that one first. We just decided here. General love, by the way, this is the I don't know. This is the Elemental Wisdom Tarot. So yeah, the work reading for, the general love reading for next year. Page of Swords is something to where you have a level of disinterest for a lot of the love opportunities that have opened doors. Like a level of disinterest, like this is something that I really didn't want to engage in. This is something I really didn't want to touch. This is something that I really didn't want to sort of focus on, what have you. So yeah, this is just sort of, you know, level of disinterest from overall love as far as it goes. And at least January is concerned. I think February it picks up a little bit, but January is going to be just something where you just need to skip it. I mean, there's a lot of wasted time, wasted opportunities. It feels like there's just not the things that you really sort of need to focus on within that. And yeah, that just doesn't work out in January. February does pick up a little better. March, you are in full steam ahead as far as love goes. The Tower says expect changes within love. There's not a lot of stability, especially within the first 5 months. Expect change. When you get something, when we have an open opportunity, when we have something there, expect it to be a little bit changed or a little bit interesting, to say the least, as far as, you know, where we'd like to take this going forward. The Tower says there's not a lot of structural stability with some of the things, but that does again improve as we get to the middle of the year. Page of Wands, just get 2 pages here. It feels like a lot of love opportunities slip through our hands, and sort of don't let that happen. I mean, there's a level of control that you do have here. So get focused, get moving, get sort of on point with what you want to have in love. Get very focused on what are your goals, where do you want to be with relationships. And I think that definition will guide you in the direction that you want and will make things a little bit easier as far as that goes. All right, let's get a work reading and see where that is going to happen. What is going to happen for work for next year? What unique opportunities do we have going on? You got a 9 of Swords, a King, and a Knight. That is sort of interesting. As far as work goes, it feels like it's very busy next year. You have a lot of projects. We have a lot of opportunities, a lot of any interesting things as we're sort of moving forward. 9 of Cups says we're sort of pulled back a little too much right now as far as work goes. How can we stretch our imagination? How can we pursue some of the things that need to be done with work is involved? I think the more innovation, the more creativity you get with your work, the better off things are just going to be. Samantha, thank you for your other donation. I appreciate you. But yeah, that 9 of Cups just says approach things intuitively, approach things with imagination, innovation, and I think that's going to carry you along where you need to be at the end of the day. 9 of Swords says don't be too concerned about the changes at work. I do think there are a lot of changes, not only with love, but with work. This is your year for expansion, changes, a lot of things moving around, a lot of moving parts, and you got to sort of be okay with that at a certain point, right? you don't want to get stuck in a situation where things just aren't functioning and you're trying to hold on to the old systems. I don't think that's going to work for you at all. King of Coins just says, use what you have, get things done, and make sure that you sort of shine and you sort of very visible when it comes to work. And I think you're going to get the rewards that come with that as well. So there we go. Work and love combo. Everyone's two favorite topics as far as that goes. Making the money and doing all of that other stuff. So there we go. All right, Carine, I want some advice for the next 10 days. Let's see what's happening with that. Let's go. And apparently I need to delete it manually. All right, Carine, 10 days. 10 days is going to get us into the new year and a couple of days in it. Let's see what's going on with the Key Tarot. All right, we do love the Key Tarot over there. It's really cold outside. Stay warm. It is cold even in Texas, which is absolutely shocking. I mean, you never really know what you get. Sometime in Texas, you know, it's really hot, and then it's cold. Then it's freezing. Then it's 1 degree. You never know. Lady, welcome. Good to see you. Thank you for hanging out with us tonight. I hope you're having a great Christmas Eve. I will be here on Christmas, at least I think so. Yeah, I will be here on Christmas. So I don't know if it'll be a short stream. I don't know if anybody's going to show up, but I'll be on here tomorrow after the family thing. So the usual time I will be here. All right. Next 10 days. 3 of Cups, it's all about relationships, connections. It's all about friends. It's all about social networking. It's all about connection with other people. I think that's going to be very poignant and very on point for you. 3 of Cups has all sorts of great connotations and great things happening here. And the 3 of Cups also brings in a level of emotional stability, a level of joy. And that's sort of what you kind of need right now. You need this nice joy in your life. You need a level of uplifting in your life. Other than being on the Tarot Oracle show and hearing all the positive messages, we need even more. I know it's weird, but yeah, the 3 of Cups. So friends, acquaintances, getting social connections, sort of being social in the next 10 days is going to be very important indeed. Ace of Wands says some of the big New Year stuff starts immediately. Like I said before, next year is going to be busy. There's going to be a lot of stuff for everyone to juggle, everyone to figure out what they're doing. And this is part of it, right? You're going to have especially be hit with this. I need to do this. I need to do that. Your to-do list is just going to be rather substantial, in my opinion, as far as that goes. You got not only 1, but 2 different aces. Small business. You've had an idea for a while. You've thought about it. You've considered it. This is something where you're like ready to make a move. I think next year is your time to make a move. Sort of get ready, get prepped. What do you need? What funding do we need? What ideas do we have? How are we going to get advertised? How are we going to get set up? How are we going to get moving with the small business? You got 2 big aces here. The more things you can get started next year, the better, because again, it's going to be busy. And within that comes a level of creation and creativity that you're going to have that you normally otherwise wouldn't be able to tap into. 4 of Cups says, watch what you connect your emotions to. I think a lot of us connect our emotions to things and to other people, and then all of a sudden they're either gone or they disappoint us or what have you. Connect your emotions to yourself, something that you can control. Connect your emotions to your positivity, to your self-esteem, to sort of your self-awareness, your intuition, all of the good things that come with that. So that is it. That is it. S and Backbone, I think for your donations. I appreciate you. All right. That is your next 10 days, making it happen. Cathy, you are in the queue. Let's do a couple of super chats before we get you in there. So yeah. All right. We got Alyssa, true feelings and intentions for me. What will happen if I ask her to be my girlfriend? Let's see if that's going to be a good thing or a bad thing. All right, let's see if that's going to be something possible at least. So yeah, we'll see. We will see, Angel. True feelings and intentions for me. What will happen if we take the next step? If we go to the next journey, the 6 of Wands, the 10 of Wands. I mean, this is something that works at first but gets old fast is the bottom line, right? So I think that is going to be it. I think that's going to be it. No small business plans. Could that mean something else? I really think your ideas for small businesses finances. I really think your ideas for self-employment, for something that gets a side income is headed your way. Even if it's not here now, it is going to be coming, in my opinion. All right, back to Angel. All right, but yeah, true feelings for me. Death. I think they just need some major functionality changes, some major adjustments and changes in the way that y'all interact, the things that we're doing in order to sort of make this long term. Is this great short term? I think so. Six of Wands has that Lord of Victory. We'll be riding into the level of success, but the Ten of Wands just says it gets old pretty quickly, right? So if you are going to do that, if you are going to make a connection, be sort of flexible. Don't be too Taurus-y, as they say. Don't be too bullish with, so I'm going to make some adjustments. I'm going to make some changes, what have you. So living together are, some ideas that they have, some things that they want. Be open and be accepting to some of the ideas that they have instead of just throwing them completely off. Otherwise, that's going to make it a really short trip as it goes. Joe, welcome. Merry Christmas to you as well. There you go. All right. But yeah, the Ten of Wands, a little bit encumbered there. But yeah, short term looks fantastic. Long term, we make some adjustments to figure out if that's going to work for us. Yeah, the way it goes. Anyway, let's ask the witch for Misrak. Wants a little bit of a general read. Where are we going to take that? Sherry, welcome. Good to see you. What is going on? And yeah. Do you think she'll give me a yes? I think so, yeah. I think so. Angel, I do think so. So anyway, general reading for Misrak. Where are we going to take this? The Seven of Swords. It's time to readdress some things that we have not really appreciated. We haven't really touched. We haven't really opened the door to. I think it is time to sort of reevaluate some of the things that you're doing, some of the things that you've done, and readdress some things maybe that haven't worked, maybe that haven't been successful, maybe that have been a little bit on edge as it goes. So yeah, try it again. Give it one more shot with that Seven of Swords. Give it the return, as well as don't be afraid to look at things a little bit from a different perspective. Sometimes we do see things in sort of a black and white manner, but life is much more of a shades of gray. But yeah, you just kind of got to figure out where it's going to go. The World card does say, indeed, it is time to sort of get out and move around. It is time to venture. It is time to have an adventure. I really think your life is lacking a lot of adventurous spirit. It's time to pick some of that up and run with it and see where that's going to take us. Because a lot of times there are things that are out there that we haven't embraced. We see it. We don't go for it. 2023 is the year for you to address that in a situation, to feel openness, to feel availability, to feel a lot of intuitive sort of guiding us, pushing us into whatever direction we need to go, and the world will take you on the journey as well. So I think that's going to be cool. Very nice. Very nice. There we go. All right. Jen, welcome. Good to see you. Welcome to the stream. By the way, if you like the stream, if you like the thousands of videos that I've made just for you, all the videos on the channel, I have thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of videos on the channel. They are just for you, and teaching you tarot, astrology, symbolism, the thoth. We teach you everything on the channel. Tons and tons of hours, probably 150 hours worth of instruction. It's all free. It's all free. You don't have to pay anybody. All the people charging you $200 for a tarot class, you don't got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that when we got it free on this channel. So there you go. There we go, indeed. All right, Samantha's got the triple shot tonight. We got RR Backbone, and as Cathy is still in the queue as well. Let's do the Samantha triple shot right now. Rope back to RR, and then see where we're going from here. By the way, we're going to use, for this exciting read, the Wonder World Tarot. Clumsy, I thank you for your donation. Appreciate you. What is my next boyfriend doing right now, other than maybe they're watching the stream? Who knows? What are the next boyfriend doing right now? A couple of aces. Man, they're really trying to sort of reinvent themselves at this point. This is something that's important to them. They know that a lot of things haven't functioned this last year. They know some of the challenges that they've hit, that they've run into, that they've had sort of in their way. They're pushing all of that aside, and they're really sort of addressing some of the open opportunities, some of the exciting things as it goes, as far as next year. I think next year is a time to reinvent themselves and to renew a lot of the things that they have been sort of looking for, excited about, and sort of, want to get done. A couple of big aces here. Reinventing maybe how we communicate, reinventing how they approach love, how they approach relationships. I think they've had a couple of failed ones, and it just didn't work. Overall, the Seven of Coins says they're doing a lot of work currently in this direction. A lot of study, a lot of, maybe hypnosis, a lot of focus on sort of getting the new person there and getting it done. All right. I think they had a failed business, actually. I feel they had a failed business that just didn't work out this year, and that's one of the things they're trying to redo there. All right, general reading for Christmas. Let's see how it's going to go. It is only a few hours away, my friends. Hope everybody has a Merry Christmas indeed. I will be here, although I don't know if anybody else will, so maybe a short stream if nobody else shows up. Anyway, but yeah, I'll be here tomorrow. I got the family thing in like noon, and I think it's going to last till about 4, and then I'll be home long before the stream starts. So I'll be streaming tomorrow. All right, general reading for Christmas. Two of Swords says Christmas sometimes is challenging for you. Maybe some of the family thing just isn't working out. Maybe some of the holidays you're missing something. You're missing a relationship. You're missing somebody to be there for you. You sort of feel like you're incomplete a lot of times in the holiday season is the way it goes, right? Two of Swords. I'm just sort of challenged in the way that I approach things. I'm sort of challenged in the way of being incomplete as the holidays approach. The Tower does say that a lot of times Christmas is kind of challenging for you. You do feel like there are a bunch of issues sort of piling up, maybe the issues with the friends, maybe the issues with previous relationships, what have you. But the Tower just says a lot of times you feel like you should restart. Like next year, I think you feel like you should restart a lot of different things, approach things in a dramatically different way as far as it goes. High Priestess says Christmas is a learning aspect for you as well. Every Christmas you pick up a little bit more learning, a little bit more knowledge, and you sort of go forth with all of that stuff. Anyway, we got the last reading up. Should I apply to teach an online HOF course? What is HOF? Honor of Fury? I don't know. I played too many video games. Honor of Fury. That's what it sounds like. All right. Should I apply to teach an HOF course? Five of Cups, Queen, and the King. Oh, man. I think so. I think you'd be good at it. Just manage your time. Right? Because I think that you're going to get involved a little too much. You're going to get a little too factored in there, a little too focused in. And I don't really think that's working for you long term. You kind of got to just relax. Just relax, do what you need to do, and then forget about it. I think that's going to be good indeed, right? Going to be good indeed. But yeah, the Queen of Coins just says this is something that would benefit you. I think you get a lot of cool things out of it. But the Five of Cups says if you get too involved, all of a sudden it takes up a ton of your time. All of a sudden you're like, oh, I never should have got into this. I think that's what happens sometimes when we get into hobbies or an extra venture is we get all excited at first, and then it becomes a big portion of our life. And then all of a sudden we're like, ouch, I shouldn't have done that. King of Cups, to sort of manage your expectation, manage your time. I think it'll be good overall. So there we go. There we go, indeed. Looking decent. HOP. What is HOP? I have no idea what that is either. Anyway, we're going with Cathy next. Cathy is on the list here. And how will the business be going forward? And that is a good question because we are coming into a new year, new opportunities, sort of a level of excitement. I really think as far as this as well, right? There's a level of excitement about next year that I think all of us can embrace, all of us can look forward to, and I think that's going to be very good. And yeah, let's see where we're going to go. All right, we're going to go with a little Buddha Tarot for this particular adventure. So yeah, making it happen over there. History of photography. Oh, that's kind of cool. I like that. That is cool indeed. Very interesting. So you have no idea about the history of photography. If you have a course, let me know. I want to sign up. I want to be in the course because that sounds cool. I used to be really into photography. I ended up buying like a bunch of gear. I ended up selling it though because I couldn't get any business. So it's like, well, I tried. Ariel, welcome. Good to see you as well. Mom Bear, I have no idea what you're asking, but we got plenty of openings, Mom Bear. The queue is light tonight, you know, nice and relaxed. It's Christmas Eve. We got Santa flying around outside. And yeah. All right. How will business be going forward? Is this going to be something where we get focused, we can push it forward, we can make it happen? The Star of the Tower and the Seven of Cups is good indeed. Let's sort of break this down like MC Hammer over here. The Star says you already know where you need to be. And I think that's a bonus and a big plus for you. You know where you need to be. You know where the opportunities are. You know where the business is. And you're able to pursue that, but a lot of times you sort of have a doubt sometimes, right? Be random with me. It's so great to see you. Merry Christmas to you as well. Aquarian Vision, thank you for your donation. The Star says you know everything, Cathy. You do. But a lot of times it's difficult to pursue it. A lot of times you have doubts. A lot of times you wonder if this is going to be where you want to be, how you want to do it, how you want to address and pursue some of these opportunities as well. So I think businesses are in that mode of, yeah, a lot of times I just don't know where I should be going, even though I kind of know where the objective is. The Star says, let that lead you, let that guide you into the next objective and in the next opportunity. I think that's going to be good. The Tower says, as far as business going forward, the more reevaluation you have of some of the extras that are in the business, the better off you're going to be. So let me explain. The core business looks solid. We have a core business. We have sort of, this is the way we do it. Here's how we make the money. This is the services, the products we provide. And I think that's the core. The extras is the social media, maybe the website, maybe sort of the technology behind the business, what have you. I think a lot of that needs upgrades, needs improvement. It just feels like the Tower says if we can build more structure, more modernization to some of that, I think that would be nice indeed. You do have a Seven of Cups. In other words, I think some of that is a little too in depth sometimes, but once you sort of get comfortable with some of these areas, I think you'll be able to pursue that and to make the business one more objective or one more slot better off than what you had before, at least in my opinion, with all of that. There we go. Aquarian Vision, thank you for your other donation too. All right, we're going with the next one. Backbone wants a question in the chat. Let's see what Backbone wants to know there. We got a new exciting things are in store for me coming up this year. Backbone, man, I really think you have a big trip this year. Let's go intuitive. That's what we've been doing lately. The intuition's going there. We have the traditional manga tarot for this. You don't want to be non-traditional over here. You want to be more traditional, the better. Intuitively, Backbone. First thing I see is just a big trip coming. Maybe it's something that you've been planning, you've been wanting to plan. Maybe it's something that's going to be unexpected, but I think that's going to be something that you're interested in doing. The big trip is going to be a very large part of your year. I think relationships have a lot of interesting twists to them. Backbone, this is the sort of the year of weird love, weird twists, unexpected things, odd things happening, what have you, and that as far as we go, right? Mom Bear, I thank you for your other donation. I appreciate you. All right, what other exciting new and exciting things are coming up here? Well, the Tower's in like every freaking reading and every freaking deck. I don't know what's going on, but it is interesting indeed. Okay, new and exciting things. The Tower. This sort of says that what I was talking about with relationships, expect weird-ass twists in relationships. I really think that a lot of unusual things are happening. And the more prepared you are, the better off that you will be here. So yeah, be sort of prepared. So the tower moment happens to all of us. It does. You just have this thing going well and everything's fine. And then all of a sudden, you know, some twists and turns happen within the scope of that. Ace of Cups says you do have some new kind of opportunities with friends, relationships, acquaintances coming up as far as upcoming year. So I think that is going to be a good thing. It's almost like performing or sort of showing yourself sort of, you know, as who you really are is going to be very important when you connect with people as well. The wheels just says sort of expect a grind. There is a level of grind that you're going to have to do through some of the stuff that comes this year. You're not going to be excited about it. Push through it. You'll be just fine. You will be just fine indeed. So there we go. There's plenty of new and exciting things just for you. Just what you needed with all of that other stuff. S, how will my dad react to me dating my partner? Hopefully they will react well. RR, you are next. You are next. I did not forget about you. I promise. Did not forget about you. All right, let's see. We're dating a new partner. Maybe they're interesting. Maybe they're not. Something's going on with all of that. But yeah, let's see where this takes us, you know. The dead react to dating a partner. Intuitively, I think that they don't really have a problem with it. We'll go with that. Nine of Pentacles, Page of Cups, and the Nine of Wands. Maybe they do have a problem with it. I mean, I think on the surface, they don't have a problem with it. But I think deep down they do have some sort of a problem with it. I mean, I think that's just it, right? I think that is just it. You got a Nine of Pentacles, like, yay, you know, you're dating this person. This is great. However, then you have sort of this Page of Cups, like, why are you dating this person? It's almost like that they want a reason or an explanation for why you're dating this particular individual, oddly enough. But yeah, a Nine of Wands is something they feel like that you've had issues with dating in the past. They feel like this person could break your heart. They could have a lot of issues, bring a lot of issues into the relationship. So I just think that, yeah, deep inside, they're concerned. They're concerned for you, which is good, It's always, you know, good to have somebody that is concerned about your well-being, but maybe it's a little bit too much. Sometimes that happens. Sometimes family gets a little too involved with that, but you know, that's the way it goes. That's what family is for, to back you up when you need it. All right, well, decontact me tonight, Christmas Eve, or tomorrow, Christmas Day. Intuitively, I'm leaning towards Christmas Day. I think they have a plans to contact multiple people Christmas Day. That's just sort of intuitively how it goes. We got the Magician over here, which is a very nice card. We got the Queen of Wands and the Four of Cups. I mean, this is something where the Four of Cups, they just haven't contacted you. It is. And here's what I think. I think the longer it goes, the worse it and the weirder it gets. The longer it goes where they haven't contacted you, now it becomes like a big deal. Does that make sense, RR? So let's say that I call you every night, RR, and we talk on the phone, and it's this great adventure and having tons of fun, laughing, and all of a sudden I don't call for one day, and it's like, okay, you know, you missed a day, and then all of a sudden I don't call for like a week, and all of a sudden it gets a little more serious, and then all of a sudden it's been 2 weeks, and then 3. After a certain period, it just becomes awkward and super awkward, and I think the more that we build up to that, the more awkward it will be indeed. Queen of Wands says they do plan to call you tomorrow as part of at least ping you and sort of say hello. The Magician, there's just sort of that weird awkwardness of just sort of standing there, that weird awkwardness of the space that shouldn't be a space, the space that shouldn't really be there, since you know, it's not very far. And then the Four of Cups, like that feeling of, am I being rejected? And I'm just sort of taking it, you know, just as is. So yeah, interesting. It is interesting indeed how this sort of progresses along. But yeah, All right, a little too detailed there, but RR, I got you covered. I got you covered. All right, special messages for you as well. I got Clumsy, I got Aquarian. Let's look at the queue real quick. We just did S, we got Clumsy, got a couple of Aquarian Visions. We got Mom Bear down there. Making it happen tonight. It is a Christmas Eve. I hope all of you have such an amazing, exciting Christmas. I really think it's just going to be just exciting. It is just going to be amazing over here at least. Going to see all the family tomorrow, get a good family dinner. They always like watching football and all that other stuff. So we're going to be watching football with them and making everything happen. So I'm pretty excited, I got to say. All right, Clumsy, special messages, special and maybe even spiritual messages for you. All right, let's go with intuitive only for now and see where that's going to take us. Clumsy, it is worth the effort. This is intuition only, right? Intuition. Clumsy, it's worth the effort. We're going intuition now. Don't even look at the cards. It is worth the effort. There's a lot of things that you are looking at. There's a lot of things that are sort of swirling around, ideas in there. I think one of which is like, is it really worth the effort? The answer is yes, it is worth the effort. That is sort of the message intuitively we have. Now, let's go through here and check it out. Egyptian of Famous, what is going on? Good to see you again. That too, I think hard choices need to be made. Special messages mean hard choices need to be made. Normally, I don't say that, but you have this 6, this connection. I really think that you run into 2 possible connections, 2 possible things, 2 possible journeys, and you're going to have to make a hard choice between these. So I think that's going to be an interesting twist and turn as far as that goes. So kind of figuring out where this is going to take us, what I would like to have happen, where I would like this to be. But yeah, hard choices need to be made in order for the connections to work, in order for the opportunities to be what they need to be with that, right? You have the Hierophant as well. Some things are more serious than they appear to be, as well as when you have somebody's attention, definitely use it. I think that's a big opportunity here too. When you have somebody's attention, sort of make the opportunity work for itself. So somebody's listening, somebody does want some information, somebody does need a favor, what have you. Use this to your advantage and see where you can take it and see where you can go with it. So those are your particular special messages indeed. Looking good tonight. Good reads on a beautiful Christmas Eve, and we are excited about Christmas Eve. I'm telling you now, we are all excited. All right, a little bit of a Cheryl Marchetti. See where this is going to take us. We got Aquarian Vision in the double shot. Look at the queue one more time. Got Aquarian. We just did S, Backbone, Clumsy, Aquarian Vision, and then we got Mom Bear out there. Let's make it happen. We got some readings waiting in the chat as well. There's a lot of people waiting for reads. So let's go and look through those. So yeah, we do donations first. If we have time at the end, we'll do a couple of free reads as well. All right. Should I move to LA for the summer? Intuitively, I say yes. As immediately what came through is one big yes. And that looks pretty positive as well here. You have the 10 of Pentacles over here. It does feel like that is going to be a nice home for you, or a nice place to be. Beautiful opportunity, beautiful place to sort of make our home. And I think that's going to be great for you overall. Miss Mandy Sue, welcome. Merry Christmas to you as well. I appreciate y'all hanging out with me tonight. I will be here tomorrow night, usual time. I'm doing the family thing from like noon to 4, and then I'm going to be back home in time to do the stream, so might as well stream. All right, but yeah, should I move to LA? Absolutely. Good, happy home, happy family opportunity here. Great adventure and Aquarian Vision. I think this is going to be one of those summer adventures to remember. It feels like a lot of cool stuff, a lot of interesting aspects, a lot of fun things that you normally would not have done, you normally would not have embraced come about. Ace of Swords says you're going to be pretty friendly and you're going to meet a lot of new people, and there's going to be just a level of just interest and excitement excitement that just overwhelms everything else. So this is going to be like long-term memories are going to be made this summer in LA, Aquarian Vision. So absolutely 100%. I'm going to go with a thumbs up for traveling over there, making a happy home, happy family over there for the summer. It sounds amazing. It does sound amazing. Aquarian Vision wants to self-publish a book. Ooh, that sounds cool. Can I read it? I am an avid reader. I mean, I do have 11 e-readers. Well, now actually 12. No, I gave a couple away. I gave a couple of e-readers away. I think I gave 3 away, so now I have 9. So I have 9 e-readers. So I'd love to read your book as well. So hey, if you want one more reader, I'll take it. But yeah, should I self-publish this? And that is the weird spot, isn't it? Like if somebody else publishes it, they're going to handle the advertisement. They're going to handle the distribution. They're going to handle so much stuff for you, so you don't have to be concerned about it. But self-publishing, it's so simple and so easy. You can put it out tomorrow, you know? But yeah, now you have to worry about your own advertising, and now you have to worry about your own distribution. And it is sort of that fine line between which one we want to go with. Now, intuitively, before we read the cards, I say self-publishing is going to give you more advantages than standard publishing. Just my own interpretation of this. Let's look at the cards and see where we're going to go here. You do have a king and a queen, both of which are water-based. Self-publishing will give you the satisfaction of having it immediately. And I think immediate gratification is not to be underestimated. I think publishing it, getting excited about it, sort of doing it ourselves and what have you. Now, you are going to take a hit with there's no real advertisement. There's no real, sort of a distribution on your side. So there is going to be a little bit more difficulty involved here, but if you can get the word out, I think that's going to be it. I think there's more of an emotional satisfaction with self-publishing that you're going to have. In other words, I did it, here it is, put it out there, on Amazon, put it out there, Barnes & Noble, what have you, and just see where, who is going to embrace it, who is going to want to read it, what have you. The 6 says that's a long-term thing, though. It feels like it does drag out a little bit because now it's new and people want to sort of be excited about it. Hey, it's cool, it's new, and then all of a sudden it's not new and something else is new and everybody's chasing the next new thing, and so you kind of get swept under all of the other new books that come after you, but you do have a little moment in the sun as you go forth to do that. So if you're willing to go the long journey and have sort of money just sort of trickle in, self-publishing does work. If you want something a little bit more robust, then self-publishing will not work. But that is at least my opinion with all of that. It looked like the last reading of the night, I guess. All right, we got injury, right upper thigh, front hips, heart feeling hateful towards my family, sisters were all adults, read and advice. All right, Linda, welcome, good to see you. How you doing? Merry Christmas Eve to you, Linda. All right, basically we have a medical reading and we have a family reading. So, entertainment purposes only. I'm not a doctor, nor do I play one on TV. So, this is going to be, if something hurts, go see a doctor. A tarot reading is not going to do you any good. But that said, let's take a look and see what the cards say about the hips, front hip hurts, upper thigh. All right, let's see what's going on with the hips. I do think you need some intervention with something as far as intervention goes. You do have sort of a cutting card. Anytime you have a cutting card, it just feels like a sharp pain, or maybe some intervention needs to be made for this, or needs to be, obviously looked at. So seeing somebody would be beneficial here. 5 of Swords is the Lord of defeat, and you don't want to be defeated. You don't want to be in a situation where it does get worse. So yeah, if it's not getting any better on its own, you may want to see somebody about that. It appears there may be some intervention needed if it does get worse. You do have sort of the little bit of a high priestess feel here too as well. I think sort of looking up, you know, sort of getting on YouTube, getting some knowledge, getting some basic advice on YouTube would be good as well. Maybe there's some stretching exercises, some yoga, something maybe online that could possibly help. So obviously, you know what I'm saying? Obviously, see a doctor if it hurts, but YouTube sometimes, like I had a thing with my wrist, and I went on YouTube and I did all the exercises on that and nothing helped. So I went to a physical therapist and it cleaned it up almost immediately. So that was great. Rainbow Egg, I think if you're very generous, a donation over PayPal, let me know what your question is. But yeah. So yeah, you know, I just sort of went to a physical therapist and they cleaned it right up. They cleared it right up. So it was a miracle. Anyway, but yeah, so what can we do with exercises, light stretches, what have you, that may be online that would be focused towards that? See if any of that would help as well. Overall, sort of, you know, discussing it with friends and family as well. I think they're going to give you the place that you need to be there as well. So there we go. There we go. That is my advice for that. Let's go for the part 2, which is I'm hateful for my sisters. Let's see why we're hateful and what we can do about it with the sisters. There we go. Yeah, people donations are possible to see too many damn therapists. Linda, thank you for your very generous donation over PayPal. I greatly appreciate you. It is a it is a fantastic Christmas Eve indeed. All right, we're all, you know, hateful to the, you know, it feels like they weren't there when you needed them. I think that's going to be it. It's going to be it. It feels like that they weren't there when you needed them. And that's kind of building that stress or that anxiety as it goes. So a lot of times we just need friends, we need family. And when they're not there for us, they're not available for us, it does make feel like we're being betrayed or, you know, they're not around anymore. You do have a Queen of Pentacles as well. It feels like the level of family stability is very, it's very iffy sometimes. I think that doesn't help any. The communication is not very good. They do have some negative communication. They are defensive a lot of times for absolutely no reason. So, I mean, there's a level of frustration that is going on with the family indeed, but good news. I mean, just sort of, you know, just continue on. It is family. Work through it. Make it happen. I think that's going to be an important aspect as it goes along with that. Effie, Merry Christmas Eve to you as well. Tomorrow is going to be fantastic. Lots and lots of cool stuff going on tomorrow. And again, I will be here. So, yeah, if you want to join me, then we will have a rocking good time. A rocking good time. So I know at least 3 people are going to show up. So, hey, we'll just chill out and hang out together. Maybe do a magic trick, what have you. Boo-Boo, welcome. Good to see you. It's been a minute, Boo-Boo. How have you been doing? It is fantastic to see you. It's been a long time. But, yeah, Boo-Boo, welcome. Merry Christmas to you, too. It's so fantastic to see you. All right. Let's get it done with my deck, the Waterfall Tarot over here. And yeah, let's see. Let's see what's going on over here with Linda. Linda wants to know, let's see. Is it possible to see too many damn therapists? You know, Linda, I don't think so. I don't think so. I'm seeing one too. So yeah, I don't know. You know, I think the more that you can talk the situation out with people, the better. Because I think communicating with other people about the situations, communicating in general, really sort of gets things off your chest and gets things out in the open. Because I think a lot of times we do have anxiety. We do have problems. And, you know, just talking it out with people helps. I'm just saying my Lexapro is helping too. So, hey, you know. Lexapro is a hell of a drug. All right. We'll see where this is going, where this is going to take us indeed. So, yeah, I was on Lexapro before, and then I stopped. I should have kept on going, apparently. All right. Yeah. So is it possible to see too many damn therapists? Ace of Swords says communicating with people is going to be good. it's going to be good, right? I think it's just good to communicate. I think a lot of times we internalize things. We're like, it is my fault. It is something that I did, when reality was that, somebody dumps you because you didn't give them money. But yeah, so the Six of Pentacles does say that, sometimes, it does get a little bit expensive. I mean, sometimes as well. So yeah, massage therapists are great as well. I love that. So, I mean, it does get a little bit expensive. You're talking about $100 for an hour. If you spend a couple hours a week, and as well as, okay, here's my thing with the therapist. Okay. There is a level of good things that come from therapy, right? As well as there's a level of good things that come from reading about playing golf, or reading a golf magazine, or reading, a martial arts magazine, or taking a class on martial arts. I think the bottom line is, though, you have to get what you've learned and what the therapist has given you and go implement it. And if we see too many therapists, then we're constantly in this loop with all these solutions surrounding us, but we never really have time to embrace it because we are looking at sort of the next therapy being the fix. I think a lot of times in life, we need to embrace we need to embrace sort of a self-reliance and a level of self-push that we need, right? So you read the martial arts magazine, you take the martial arts class, but going home and practicing the basics and putting things and implementing them is the only way you really get better. If you go to 5 hours of martial arts class a week, you're going to get a little better, but if you go to 1 hour, go home and practice the basics for that amount of time, you're going to get a lot better or a lot faster. That goes with martial arts. It goes with stock market trading. It goes with tarot reading, right? I can read 1,000 tarot reading books, but until I start reading tarot, I think that applies with therapy as well. So yeah, you do that. Six of Wands does say there's success that is within the context of therapy. So massage therapy, talking it out with people and what have you, but taking what they advise and going and implementing that, reading books on our own to do stuff is going to sort of make us grow, right? So I watch a lot of painting instruction videos, but it's not until you put the paintbrush on the canvas that you start getting better. I think that's it. Anyway, Queen of Pentacles just says, again, the therapists have a license. They took a lot of schooling and they have a lot of techniques that are going to be good for you to implement. So that is what you need to do. Implement what they have, learn, communicate with the therapist, right? And then Four of Pentacles, save a couple of dollars and get the best therapist, get the best therapy, and do that, right? Do that. So yeah, I guess it kind of, yes, it is a situation where you can have too many therapists. I mean, but again, it's I think getting better takes time. So there's 3 things you need to have to get better, whether it's an emotional upset, right? Or whether it's PTSD, whatever you have in life. Number 1 is time. Time makes things better. Time makes things better. Number 2 is talking it out, having a therapist. Number 3 is self-reliance. Let me get a book and read and do exercises from the book. And basically that. You combine all of those 3 and you have a very powerful toolkit to go forward and to make your life better, in my opinion at least, right? Marie, I thank you for your donation. I appreciate it. All right, so that's a long lecture on all of that other stuff, but yeah, there we go. All right, backbone. Well, my mother shoved me out on the street. Well, that ain't no good. Backbone, what are you doing over there? Hopefully, Teddy would never throw you out on the street. Teddy would never throw you out on the street. Teddy loves you, Backbone. Teddy loves you. You can live in Teddy's world. But yeah, there we go. All right, we're going to go with the Teddy Bear Tarot for this one. Well, my mother taught me out on my ass anytime soon. Angel, thank you for your triple donation. Let me know what all your questions are. All right. Will my mother shove me out of my ass? No, I don't see it. Happy home, happy family. They do want you to be independent, level of that. They do want you to sort of embrace the level of independence, what happened and all this other stuff. But yeah, I really think that they're sort of welcoming. King of Cups says they don't like the direction that you go sometimes. So you're going to have to kind of adjust a little bit. Sunshiny day. Merry Christmas to you as well. It's so great to see you. Thank you for being here. And the Empress card. I mean, this is mom. It's mom. So I don't think so. I'm just going to go with a thumbs down on this. I don't think she's going to throw you out on your butt anytime soon. I don't know, though. Entertainment purposes only. Maybe she will. Who knows? It's Christmas, Sometimes we get thrown out on our ass in Christmas. Sometimes we don't, I guess. Anyway, we got a donation over PayPal. Thank you, Music Hour. Thank you so much for your donations. Angel's got the triple shot donation. We got Mary A in the mix. Let's see, Angel's got a lot of questions tonight. All right, what will be next move towards May? Or Gemini, she's Aries. I don't really think she's going to make a next move. Like the bottom line, that's the first thing that came with my intuition. Like, I don't think she's going to make a next move. You're going to have to do whatever you need to do here. That's just the bottom line there. That's what I have intuitively. That's what the cards say. What may be the next moves towards you. You do have a Queen, a 10. Yeah, 10 of Swords, kind of like I'm not going to do anything. I'm just going to sort of cut it off at the heels here and what have you. So, yeah, Michelle, welcome. Good to see you. King of Pentacles says that they're sort of relying upon you to do the next moves. They're sort of relying upon you to do the lead thing with this. Queen of Swords says they're still either upset or like they're just not involved or invested right now. So it looks like nothing. It looks like nothing. Intuition seems to be all right there. So, yeah, you need to kind of take the lead here and sort of move on with all of that. All right, when should I confess my feelings to get a yes from her? Let's see what's going on with that. And say, confess feelings. And, in my whole life, I've never really had good luck with that. I don't know. I mean, it works in the Disney movies. I mean, bottom line, okay, well, my chat is mostly women, so we'll do a poll here. We'll make a poll. We'll make a poll. Let's make a poll. Let's see. Start a poll. Does a man confessing feelings work? All right. Does a man confessing his feelings work? I don't know. So if I just said, yo, I love you. I've always loved you. I must confess everything out. I've never had that work, ever. I've never, ever had that. In fact, I've had that backfire so bad, it was epic one time. Like it was epic one time. It backfired so bad. So I don't know. But that's just my interpersonal relationship experience. All right, but when should I confess my feelings to get a yes from her? The Tower. You may get a different reaction. This could be a situation where, she already know. Okay, I think in general, women are much smarter than us men. I can tell you that now. It's guaranteed. So yeah, women are twice or three times more intelligent than me. But yeah, so they already know. If you have feelings, they already know. But yeah, the Tower said this may backfire on you as well. Page of Pentacles says you may want to just take it a little more relaxed and sort of ease in, you know what I'm saying? And sort of just bring up something casual and sort of go where that is. Four of Swords says you may want to wait. You may want to wait for the opportune time. But I say in general, she already knows. All right? She already knows. Yeah, women are much more intelligent than me and a lot of other men. All right, let's go with this and find out what we got. So it looks like we got quite a bit. We got 64%. 63% say, does a man confessing feelings actually work? I don't know. Maybe that, I mean, everybody disagrees with me. I just had it backfire on me. So I had one time well, the one time that I did it, that it really, really backfired. She didn't know at all. She had no idea. So, yeah, that didn't work out very well. All right. What are Alyssa's feelings for me? Two of Swords. Not exactly on the same page as you. I think that she may have some different ideas about pursuing relationships, going forth, getting things done. It seems that you have Two of Swords. You may have two different lives that are being challenged here. Nine of Cups says that she's very open to this, but it needs to be more of a casual thing instead of just an emotional dump, if that makes any sense. So, yeah. So like Maruta says, if she likes you, you need to gauge if she likes you or not. Go, if you can't figure that out, ask a female friend or read a book or something. I mean, it's pretty obvious when girls like you. It's like really, really, really obvious. So yeah. So if you can spot those hints and stuff like that, then you're gonna be good. But yeah, the Nine of Cups says, yeah, she does have some emotions for you and what have you, but they're not at the intensity level that what you have for her. So there's an imbalance, right? Sort of hinted at by that Two of Swords that could come back to haunt you at least a little bit. So yeah. Yeah, the one that backfired for me, the girl did not know at all. So I didn't really give any hints or anything. And but it works great in the movies, but yeah. If you've ever seen a movie called Chasing Amy is possibly one of the best movies for somebody just dumping feelings for somebody else. I think that's one of the most epic scenes, I think, for confessing feelings I've ever seen in my entire life. So if you want to rent that or watch that this weekend, that Chasing Amy is absolutely top-notch movie. Absolutely top-notch movie. And the confession scene there is like just gripping, like time stops. It's so good. Anyway, yeah, there you go. Miyari Maruta, if she smiles at you and talks to you whenever you come around, then she more likes you. Yeah, I think that's a general rule with women. Women have better things to do than talk to a man they don't like. So if they're willing to talk to you, if they're receptive to talk to you, if you say, yo, let's go do something, let's go grab a drink or something like that, and they say yes, then yeah, they're into it, right? So yeah, there you go. Women have a lot better things to do in their life than talk to some man that they don't like. So there we go. It works for men confessing feelings if it's done just once, not over and over again. Yeah, Tarot Reader brings up an interesting point as well. All right, let's go for the wheel, the sideways wheel. How does Mo feel about me? RR, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. All right, so RR has been sending text messages, and hopefully that works out for you with that. We got the Page, the Moon, and the Emperor. How does Mo feel about me? I think Mo has a level of connection with you. They do. They have a lot of good things with that, and looks pretty good. Looks pretty nice indeed. The Moon sort of says the emotional connection is very nice. A nice little sort of an emotional resonance here, an emotional connection that is very powerful indeed. Page of Swords does say that, communication's difficult with Mo sometimes. I think maybe Mo has different ideas or different things that they do, different pursuits and what have you. And, sometimes I think that sort of comes back to haunt us. But yeah, different feelings with that. The Empress says overall, I think Mo is ready to make a move. Mo's ready to move forward, ready to go and make it happen with all of that other stuff. So yeah, just wanted to know when to ask her. I would ask her on the first week of January, Angel. That would be my recommendation. If you want to go forth and make it happen, Angel, I would recommend the first week of January to make it. There we go. All right. General reading for Music Hour, and then we are out of here. Indeed. We got MH, a little bit of a general. see where this is going to take us. What adventures can we get going with? And this is the last reading of the night. Again, I will be here tomorrow. So yeah, same time, same bat time, same bat channel. Okay, general for MH. What's going to happen? What kind of interesting things we got going on as we approach the new year? You know, a little Christmas celebration, all the excitement, all the cool stuff happening there. You do have a 9 of Pentacles. Man, it's really 2023 is good for money. It feels like money is just not a problem. You have a lot of great opportunities, a lot of good things happening with money, and it just doesn't seem like money is going to be that big of an issue. So you got a 9 of Pentacles over here. You got a 6 of Wands. In other words, the success with work, the success with money, the successfulness of next year, I think is going to be really prominent and really good for you overall. The Knight of Cups just talks about passion. Putting passion in everything you do is really going to be important, especially as we come into January, as we have some opportunities open up, some things moving forward, some things happening with this. King of Wands just says, what is next? What are the big adventures and where are they going to take us? I think is going to be there because you really want to embrace all of the adventures that come your way. We don't want to skip any of them. We want to see where they're going to take us, see what kind of things they're going to pull us into. Because I think you're entering a big new world as of next year that is going to be sort of an exciting place to hang out and to be overall. So there we go. There is your general. And again, Merry Christmas Eve. If you're not joining me tomorrow, I want you to have a fantastic Christmas day, and we will see you tomorrow if you want to join. Otherwise, have a great Christmas, and talk to you tomorrow.
Like a light, lighting up in the dark. You make it right, I forgot how to act. It's so classic. Every time you make me nervous and I lose my words. It's been a while since I forgot